All right, no, I did not buy a BMW. I did get this wheel at the scrapyard when I was getting other parts for my Nissan, and I grabbed this because I want to try practicing fixing curb rash and then repairing the wheel and then painting and maybe plasti dipping. So in this video, I'm going to do the curb rash. You can see that it is absolutely mashed up, so I didn't get a half decent looking rim to try this on. I got an absolutely terrible one. And I have a whole bunch of sandpaper here: 180, 320, 600, 800, 1500, and 2000 grit. And I go through all of them, but really the one that does the most work is the 180 grit and then the 320. Everything else, you could probably skip a few of those. I had a bunch laying around. I've taped off a portion of this wheel and I'm just gonna fix the curb rash in that one section. And then in future videos, I'm gonna do the entire wheel and do the painting and stuff. So the first one I'm gonna go to here is the 320 grit sandpaper. And I do a bit of the, I guess, the spoke as well, just because I'm using sandpaper and there's some damage in the spokes. But really in this video, I'm just gonna focus on the curb rash. Now these BMW wheels are painted, so it kind of throws the sanding off a little bit because you're gonna sand it down to the bare metal and it'll look a little bit different. It'll obviously shinier than the paint job. The paint job's kind of silvery, kind of looks like they're metal, but it's not. It's definitely got a few coats of primer on there, and then the paint, and then it's kind of got like a gloss finish on it. So if you have a wheel that isn't painted like this one is, then maybe you can get away with just sanding down the curb rash. And again, I'm starting with the 180 grit. The 180 grit is strong enough to cut down through the damaged metal. So most of the sandpapers will get through the finish and through the paint, but definitely the 180 is necessary to smooth down the actual chewed up metal on the wheel. So you can see even after just one half a piece of 180 grit, it's looking pretty good. Certainly there's still some spots that you can see where the metal is dented in, or there's like little chips out of the metal around the edge of the wheel, but I do get it all out with the sandpaper. And honestly, 30 minutes maybe to get this, what I would call pretty extreme curb rash out. Like obviously you can get worse curb rash than this, but if you want to get it flushed out with just sandpaper by hand, it's actually not that bad. I was thinking about getting some tools with the drill. I might pull out the Dremel tool for when I paint the whole wheel, but just doing it by hand, this whole wheel might take 2 hours. And like I said, this is a pretty bad wheel. I don't know what happened to this car. The car actually looked like it was in decent shape. It was in the scrapyard. Obviously it doesn't work anymore, but the wheels were absolutely mangled. Like the vehicle must have hit like 27 different curbs. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I just keep going to higher grit sandpaper as I go through. And then once I hit the 600 grit range, I switch over to wet sanding, which is just like a soapy water. And then I spray that on. And then obviously I just use the sandpaper to continue sanding with the soap and water mixture on the wheel. And like I said, I really want to focus on just the lip for just what a normal curb rash is, but I do hit those spokes a little bit, which kind of messes it up when I go and hit this with a little bit of paint, because obviously if I didn't work down the spokes a little bit, I wouldn't have had to really paint it there. I would have just had to get the edge. But anyway, I do hit those spokes just because there were some really big chips out of the wheel there as well. So that's pretty much what it looks like. I could do a little bit more on those spokes. I'm gonna have to go back later, and I'm probably gonna need Bondo for the wheel. But quite honestly, the sandpaper did a really good job at turning what I would say is a very mashed up curb rash into something that's smooth. So yeah, now it's shiny, so it looks a little bit different from the rest of the wheel, but it looks orders of magnitude better even just as it is now. I do have like a lot of paint from other videos that I've done, and I am going to hit this up with a little bit of primer. And you could use things like playing cards or whatever to block in between the wheel and the tire. In this case, I'm just using painter's tape. And then once I've primed it, I pull the tape off, and you see what it used to look like, or an example of what it used to look like. And that's what it looks like now. So even though that primer does not match, it still looks way better than it used to. And now because I just did a very small section where the tape was, obviously the paint is a little bit raised, so I'm just gonna take some 800 grit once the primer has fully dried, and I'm gonna sand it down with 800 grit until it's a nice smooth transition between where I just primed and sort of the rest of the wheel. So just like that, pretty easy. And now I did not color match. I didn't even really try to color match. I just grabbed something that looks similar at Canadian Tire. They don't even have BMW color match options at Canadian Tire. So this is the paint I'm going to use for the entire wheel once I do the whole thing. But if you were going to do a spot, it might be a good idea just to bring your wheel into the store and get a decent color match so that it looks better. So when I do this, it's kind of close, but you know, admittedly, I didn't even really try to color match it. Again, I just did a very small section with a light misting on where that curb rash was. And then I did want to test out the paints. So I do these 2 entire spokes that I was sort of working on as well. And like I said, I didn't try to color match it. It's just, I picked silver. It's kind of close. And I think it looks still pretty good. And obviously for this wheel, I'm going to have to do the entire thing because everything's matched up. But if you just had that one little section of curb rash, I think you can get away with a decent color match, do the primer, do the correct color match paint, and then come in with some gloss spray. I'm not going to put the gloss spray on this one because I would just have to sand it off later. But, you know, just work at blending those colors in. And overall, I think it turned out pretty good. So if you do have a wheel that's got some serious curb damage on it, it is pretty easy actually to sand it down and make it look pretty decent. And if you've got the right paint, you could do a color match. Obviously, blending it in is kind of tricky and it'll take some work, but overall, it was actually easier than I thought it was going to be to get rid of the curb rash. And obviously that's what it used to look like. So pretty chewed up. And in future videos, I'm going to do the full wheel repair and a full paint job. Anyway, thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.